This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Back, back, back.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the whip.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He finds Roberts, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, they go screen. This is Ingram. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Roberts got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. We're scoreless after one. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Jackson will keep it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
27 yards there, a 1st down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. John Ursua, 49 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Myers connects on the PAT. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we are tied at 7. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from ours. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on first down. Ingram, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. At the 36-yard line. From the gun, Jackson got him in. It's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. They'll try and run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
The quick slant caught. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Jackson's going to try the sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Jackson will keep it. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
That's it, baby.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wilson. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson, he'll check that down to Carson. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now it's Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. He uncorks it for Snead, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire. They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And Jackson throwing once more. Roberts has it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Again, Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Wilson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Now Wilson going to throw again. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson flush to his right, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we said?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of...
There goes Mark Ingram. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 79 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun, and this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice, and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Alert 36 power. Alert 3. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the delay, here's Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Back to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Wilson to throw. He finds Ursua and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.